Mobil 1 Extended Performance promises up to 20,000 miles of protection. Castrol Edge claims titanium strength that transforms under pressure. But when independent used oil analyses from Blackstone Laboratories, ASTM sequence test requirements, NOAC volatility data, HTHS numbers, and real-world wear metals are examined side by side, the story becomes far more nuanced. In this investigation, we're not repeating slogans. We're dissecting viscosity stability, oxidation resistance, TBN retention, wear limits, and actual consumer-submitted UOA trends to see what the data really shows. Does extended drain capability truly translate into stronger long-term protection? Does titanium chemistry outperform traditional moly-based systems under load? And when engines accumulate 8,000 to 12,000 miles, do the wear metals tell a different story than the label on the bottle? Let's dig into the measurable evidence and separate perception from performance. Base oil and additives quality. Mobil 1 Extended Performance is produced by ExxonMobil Corporation, headquartered in Spring, Texas, and blended at facilities such as the Beaumont Lubricants Blending and Packaging Plant in Texas, with additional production in Yurong, Singapore for the Asia-Pacific region. Its synthetic base stocks, including PAOs and esters, ultimately trace back to crude oil and natural gas processed at ExxonMobil refineries. Crude sources range from the Permian Basin in the United States to international fields in Guyana, Canada, and the Middle East. Ethylene used to build PAOs is derived from steam cracking of hydrocarbons at complexes like Baytown or Beaumont. That upstream integration matters because it gives ExxonMobil direct control over base stock production, from feedstock extraction to final blending. Castrol Edge follows a different corporate structure. Castrol Limited, fully acquired by BP in 2000, operates as a global lubricants brand under the BP umbrella. Rather than owning large upstream refining assets dedicated solely to lubricants, Castrol emphasizes blending operations across approximately 20 owned or controlled manufacturing facilities worldwide. In India alone, Castrol operates 3 state-of-the-art blending plants, while Wakefield, Canada handles blending and packaging for Castrol products, including Edge, in the Canadian market. This model focuses on formulation and additive engineering, sourcing base oils through BP's broader refining network and global supply chains. Both oils are marketed as full synthetics. In North America, that typically means highly refined Group 3 or Group 3 Plus hydrocracked base stocks, sometimes blended with Group 4 PAO and small amounts of Group 5 esters. Mobil 1 Extended Performance publicly states in its product data sheets that Mobil 1 Extended Performance uses high-performance synthetic base stocks combined with a proprietary additive system designed for drain intervals up to 20,000 miles. Independent virgin oil analysis provides the first objective clues. On the Bob is the Oil Guy platform, where enthusiasts submit samples to commercial labs such as Blackstone Laboratories and Polaris. Members created a Base Oil Quality Index, or BOQI, which aggregates parameters like NOAC volatility, viscosity index, and additive balance to estimate base oil purity and stability. In published comparisons, Mobil 1 formulations have historically scored in the mid-60 range, for example around 66. Castrol Edge typically lands in a similar premium tier depending on formulation batch and region. BOQI is not an official ASTM certified metric, and it is community-derived rather than manufacturer-funded, but it compiles real lab data rather than marketing language. The consistent pattern is that both Mobil 1 Extended Performance and Castrol Edge occupy the upper synthetic bracket, indicating Group 3 Plus and possibly partial PAO blends. That aligns with their published volatility figures and oxidation resistance data in official technical sheets. Now let's move to additives, because that is where most differentiation occurs. Anti-wear chemistry is usually built around ZDDP, which contains zinc and phosphorus. Modern API SP and ILS-AC GF6 oils must limit phosphorus content to protect catalytic converters, generally keeping it below 800 parts per million for resource-conserving formulations. Looking at multiple VOAs and UOAs submitted for Mobil 1 Extended Performance 5W-30, zinc typically measures around 800 to 900 ppm, and phosphorus slightly below that, consistent with SP limits but toward the higher allowable range. Molybdenum often appears between 70 and 100 ppm, indicating friction modifier usage. Castrol Edge 5W-30 in many VOA reports published on Bob is the Oil Guy and tested by labs like Blackstone or Polaris often shows a slightly different additive fingerprint. Zinc and phosphorus levels are commonly around 750 to 850 ppm, but Castrol frequently uses a more prominent titanium-based additive, which appears in VOA elemental reports as measurable titanium content. That titanium supports Castrol's fluid titanium claim. Titanium is actually present, though typically in small concentrations, often below 20 ppm. Whether that translates into significantly improved wear protection is more complex and depends on operating conditions. Detergent and dispersant systems are another measurable area. Both oils rely heavily on calcium-based detergents, with modern formulations also incorporating magnesium to balance low-speed pre-ignition control requirements under API SP. In VOA comparisons posted on Bob is the Oil Guy, operated by labs like Blackstone or Polaris, Mobil 1 Extended Performance often shows calcium levels above 1200 ppm with moderate magnesium support, while Castrol Edge may show a slightly different ratio of calcium to magnesium, reflecting its formulation strategy to meet LSPI mitigation standards. These detergents neutralize acids and keep contaminants suspended, directly influencing total base number retention over long drain intervals. Antioxidants are harder to measure directly in VOA because they don't show up as a single elemental reading. However, oxidation stability can be inferred from used oil analysis trends. Blackstone reports often show that both Mobil 1 EP and Castrol Edge maintain viscosity stability and resist oxidation thickening in 7,000 to 10,000 miles in turbocharged direct injection engines. When the community on Bob is the Oil Guy ranks oils in comparative threads, Mobil 1 Extended Performance often scores highly for extended drain durability. Castrol Edge, particularly with its titanium-enhanced marketing, is frequently discussed as having strong anti-wear chemistry under high load, especially in performance applications. Engine protection capability. Let's begin with wear protection, typically evaluated in laboratory screening through ASTM D4172 4-ball wear testing, and validated in engine sequence tests like Sequence 4A, which specifically measures valve train wear under controlled temperature and load. While oil companies rarely publish raw Sequence 4A cam lobe wear data, they do publish compliance claims, and those claims require passing strict limits defined by API SP. Recent claims for Castrol Edge Extended Performance state 6 times better wear protection than the latest Sequence 4 limits, suggesting roughly 15 microns average cam lobe wear. Mobil 1 Extended Performance meets the Sequence 4 requirements with wear below 90 microns, though specific figures are not publicly detailed. In user-submitted used oil analyses from engines running 7,000 to 10,000 miles, iron wear metals often trend between 10 and 20 ppm total, depending heavily on engine design. When normalized per 1,000 miles in comparable engines documented on Bob is the Oil Guy forums, differences between the two brands are frequently within 1 to 2 ppm per 1,000 miles, a range small enough to fall near analytical variation. Volatility is another measurable and published figure. ASTM D5800, commonly known as the NOAC volatility test, measures percentage mass loss at 250 degrees Celsius. Lower numbers mean less evaporation, less oil consumption, and fewer deposits in high-heat turbocharger environments. Mobil 1 Extended Performance 5W-30 typically reports NOAC volatility values around 9 to 10% in product data sheets. Castrol Edge 5W-30 often lists figures in a similar range, sometimes slightly above or below depending on formulation year. Independent laboratory tests cited in enthusiast communities confirm both oils remain under the 15% API limit and generally below 11%, placing them firmly in the low volatility synthetic category. Oxidation and thermal stability are evaluated using ASTM D2272 RPVOT testing or deposit-focused tests like TOST. Higher RPVOT minutes indicate better resistance to oxidative breakdown. Mobil has historically emphasized extended oxidation resistance in extended performance branding, and its long drain guarantee implies a robust antioxidant package. Castrol Edge emphasizes film strength under stress rather than explicit long drain intervals. In practice, used oil analyses from Blackstone show both oils maintaining viscosity within SAE 30 grade after 8,000 to 10,000 miles in many gasoline engines. In extended intervals beyond 12,000 miles, in a 2025 comparative study of synthetic oils under tropical conditions, Mobil 5W-30 demonstrated oxidation stability of 1,210 hours in the ASTM D943 turbine oil oxidation stability test, slightly outperforming Castrol Edge 5W-30's 1,140 hours. Mobil 1 extended performance samples often show slower viscosity thickening and slightly stronger oxidation resistance markers compared to standard synthetic oils, consistent with its marketing positioning. Castrol Edge generally performs strongly within manufacturer-recommended drain intervals, but is less frequently documented in 15,000-plus mile user submissions unless it is the extended performance variant. Total base number, or TBN, indicates acid neutralizing capacity. Most modern API SP 5W-30 oils begin with a TBN between 8 and 10. Mobil 1 extended performance often starts near the upper end of that range, sometimes slightly above 10 in independent VOA results. Castrol Edge typically starts in the high 8 to low 9 range, depending on formulation. In Blackstone Laboratories UOAs, TBN retention trends become visible. At 8,000 miles, Mobil 1 extended performance frequently shows remaining TBN values above 3, which is generally considered safe for continued service. Castrol Edge at similar mileage often shows TBN in the 2 to 3 range, still serviceable, but indicating a slightly faster depletion curve in some engines. However, these trends vary significantly by driving conditions, fuel dilution levels, and engine architecture. No single dataset shows universal dominance. Deposit control is validated through sequence 5G and TOST testing, measuring sludge and piston deposit formation. For API SP certification, oils must achieve high merit ratings in sequence 5G or its successor, sequence 5H, for sludge, with minimum averages like 8.0 for engine sludge on a 10-point scale. Higher is better. Engines running either oil under 7,500-mile intervals typically show insolubles well below 0.5% in Blackstone reports, indicating effective dispersant systems. As each metric unfolds, wear scar potential, volatility loss, oxidation stability, base reserve retention, and deposit resistance, the pattern becomes clear. Both oils are engineered to meet the same API SP and ILSAC GF6 performance thresholds. Mobil 1 extended performance appears formulated with extended drain intervals in mind, reflected in TBN retention and oxidation stability trends seen in longer user-submitted analyses. Castrol Edge appears optimized around pressure resilience and balanced performance within standard drain intervals, supported by titanium-based additive chemistry confirmed in VOA reports. Viscosity and flow properties. Now we move into an area where marketing language often sounds impressive, but the numbers tell a clearer story: viscosity behavior under real temperature and load extremes. Both oils are labeled 5W-30, which under SAE J300 means they must meet strict cold cranking, pumping, and high-temperature viscosity limits. The real question is how close each oil operates to those limits and how well they maintain grade over time. Start with Viscosity Index, or VI. This measures how much viscosity changes as temperature swings from cold start to full operating heat. Modern synthetics typically range between 150 and 170. According to published product data sheets, Mobil 1 Extended Performance 5W-30 usually reports a VI in the mid-160s range. Castrol Edge 5W-30 reports a very similar figure, often within a few points of Mobil's number depending on production year. That places both oils squarely in the high-stability synthetic synthetic category. A higher VI means less thickening in cold weather and less thinning at high temperature. In practical terms, the difference between 162 and 168 is measurable in a lab but rarely noticeable in daily driving unless operating in extreme climates. High temperature, high shear viscosity, measured at 150 degrees Celsius in millipascal seconds, is one of the most critical parameters for engine protection under load. API-SP requires a minimum HTHS of 2.9 millipascal seconds for 5W-30 resource-conserving oils. Premium synthetics often land closer to 3.0 to 3.2 millipascal seconds. Mobil 1 Extended Performance typically publishes HTHS values around 3.0 to 3.1. Castrol Edge 5W-30 generally reports similar values, often right at or slightly above 3.0. That means both oils provide comparable oil film thickness under bearing and camshaft stress. In consumer-submitted used oil analyses sent to Blackstone Laboratories, viscosity at 100 degrees Celsius after 7,000 to 10,000 miles usually remains within SAE 30 limits for both brands, suggesting that neither shears down excessively under typical service. When shear-related thinning does appear, it is more often linked to fuel dilution in direct injection engines rather than intrinsic oil weakness. Cold cranking simulator testing measures resistance to flow at -30 degrees Celsius for 5W oils. The SAE limit is 6,600 centipoises. Mobil 1 Extended Performance typically reports CCS values well below that threshold, often near 5,000 to 6,000 depending on batch. Castrol Edge publishes similar CCS numbers, also comfortably below the limit. Differences, when reported, are subjective and not backed by instrumented cold start torque measurements in independent tests. Pour point is another indicator of cold flow capability, although it is less critical than CCS because engines operate above the pour point in most real-world cases. Mobil 1 Extended Performance typically lists pour points around -42 to -45 degrees Celsius. Castrol Edge lists similar values, often within a few degrees. Both are well below temperatures encountered in most operating environments. Pour point differences of 2 or 3 degrees Celsius manifest minimal mechanical impact unless operating in extreme Arctic conditions. Differences in real-world UOA results are incremental and often overshadowed by engine design variables, fuel dilution, and drain interval length.